Hey everyone, we're back again in the same room, in the same outfit, and I'm pissed. Disclaimer, I cuss in my videos. I'm not kid friendly. If you have kids around, come back. Please come back. Just not right now. Now's not the time. I cuss. Alright, disclaimer out of the way. I am so pissed off right now on another level of pissed, okay? So my last video, it was about BX, right? It was about 2 videos he made. So I went back because I knew this was going to be long. Fair warning, this will probably be long. Or it could be short. I don't know. Let's do this. I went to BX Beastboy versus Karen's apparent replayable live stream, and I dropped my pen. So, this was the live stream that he had the night that T-Spiracy had her live stream, which was about Charlotte, and he got mentioned, and True Ball of Wax ended up, and she was on a panel on T-Spiracy's channel, and then ended up talking to BX. So, this is all there. You can hear it for yourself. That's the beauty of it. It's there. Please, I will link it. Go listen to it. Give BX that view, and you hear it for yourself. That's pretty much it. I could just say that, couldn't I? But we're going to go through it. This motherfucker. I can't. He is a sorry ass piece of shit, manipulative, try to be manipulative ass motherfucker. I know people don't like when I talk like that. I have tried to cut back, but this video, I'm pissed. So if you don't like the multiple cuss words, come back and see me next time. I am extremely frustrated, angry, irritated. There's just not enough words. There are not enough words. Let's get started. Let's see. He starts off. He had come out of another person's stream, or they were doing a recap, I believe, of the T-Spiracy live stream. And things didn't go the way he wanted it. Surprisingly, because he was so calm. That's something BX does. It's a manipulation thing. He goes in and he talks calm, in a calm tone, and like if I was talking to you guys like this, but the words are what matter, because if I was talking to you like this, but at the same time I was talking over you, and even though I'm calm, I'm calling you a piece of shit and a fat ass bitch, you would probably still feel the same way, and your reaction would be something along the lines of, hey, fuck you, right? It's a manipulation tactic that BX has pointed out that he uses. I know this because I've been in a stream where BX went to talk to Katie, and he's like, yo, bro, I'm gonna be so calm, right? Watch how they react. And then he knows exactly what to do. Again, in case you didn't catch it, this is a manipulation tactic that BX uses a lot. Let me demonstrate again. I'm talking to you. I'm so calm. We're so good. God, you're such a piece of shit. You're fucking ugly as fuck, and your face sucks. I'm talking so calm. Again, your human reaction to someone saying something like that, or talking over you, talking shit to you, is exactly to get the fucking, go the fuck off. That's his reaction. Now, does he actually go in and say that specifically, something that terrible? No. But he says shit, and he twists shit, and he intentionally tries to trip them up over their words and make it to where they can't respond. And then he's like, they ran away. I am. That's not how it goes down. He is so fucking manipulative, and I'm done with it. I'm so done with this bullshit. So after he runs someone off by using that tactic, he comes back and he plays the victim, because BX loves, say it with me, loves being a victim. See how they treated me? I went in there so calm, man. I was so calm. They treat me like I'm a monster. No, you're doing this shit on purpose so that you can talk calmly, not be able to have an actual conversation, and then run back to your followers, subscribers, and play the fucking victim. For someone who so much in this stream talks about not sad fishing and how it won't be tolerated, fuck out of here with that sad fishing. What are you doing all the time? When you're talking about how people hate you because you tell the truth, people want to bury you, they're always out to get you. What are you doing? You're playing the fucking victim. So he does in the beginning make a comment about these clowns, in particular True Ball of Wax is who he's talking about. I'm just going off of some of my notes because this is a lot. He always is right and is always a victim all at the same time. He always uses these situations as proof that people are out to get him. Yeah. So again, this is his way of doing this. So anytime someone disagrees with him, someone tries to point out where he's doing shit, that's just proof that these people are out to get him. And even when someone doesn't point out shit, when he goes on someone else's channel, someone else's panel to talk, he uses that tactic. I'm going to be calm. I'm going to talk cool, except for I'm not really going to let you get a word out, and then I'm going to twist everything you say. And then when you trip up and you don't have a response, I win. And then again, he comes back. He sad fishes. He whines. He complains. He plays the victim. See, guys, they're always after me. This is proof that they're always out to get me. It's them, not me. Every time. Every time. This is a fucking pattern. You can go back and see it throughout any of these situations. It's what he does. And it's so fucking obviously, it just... So, when this shit happens, he starts calling people on the other panel when he went to the other stream. He straight up calls them a dumbass. This woman, a dumbass. Says she's stupid. Or, I'm sorry, he may have actually come back to in his stream. He might have been in his stream. Either way, he calls the woman a dumbass. Says she's stupid. Says, he breaks things down with logic. He always runs people off. Yet the whole time he's cutting them off and twisting everything they say. Then he's in his chat. He's like, come on, doesn't anyone want to talk? This is your chance. Come on. Because he's on a roll, right? He's so good at this. This is when True Ball of Wax comes on. Now, I talked about the video that he had clipped a section of it out, and it was like 10 minutes of it, the last 10 minutes of the stream. I've talked about that. But there was so much more. And I'm going to need this for real. So she comes on. First thing he asks her is, did you see the whole stream? Did you see how I was brought up first? And she's like, well, no, I saw everything, but I didn't see where you brought up first. So he plays the clip. And she's like, well, I didn't know that was about you. Like, genuinely didn't know. BX also has this thing, okay? So, there's two ways he'll talk to you. Really, really sweet. If he thinks he can get you to agree with every fucking thing he's saying. He'll be really nice. Like, yeah, okay, yeah. See, I'm having a conversation. Maybe you can help me. You can be my translator and explain this to people that don't understand. The minute that you're not sucking his ass, it's balls to the wall. You're stupid. Fuck you. Let me laugh at you. Let me talk shit to you. So he basically gets her to, she says, I didn't know. And then he gets all calm talking to her. Like, you can tell people, just because you didn't know doesn't mean it didn't happen. Blah, 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 blah. That doesn't last for long, though. Because, she makes a comment to him that before coming on to his stream where she could talk to him, she could hear what he was saying, and she was trying to get to the link to be able to come onto his channel. And he was basically making fun of her and talking shit, telling her, you gotta scroll up. So she mentions that, and she's like, you know, it was kind of like, I felt like you were attacking me and kind of setting it up to basically have these people riled up and thinking that I'm going to come here to talk shit to you, and that's not what I came here for. This is where shit goes south real quick. She makes the comment, like I said, she felt he was kind of attacking her before she got on there, and that it was scary. And what she meant, before we get into any of this, what she meant was that it is scary going to a bigger channel, bigger platform, bigger YouTuber, all these people in the comments that you know are aggressive, and he can say what the fuck he wants. I've seen it personally, how aggressive those people can be, and they are. Fact. There's no arguing there. I can pull up screenshots. So basically, what she was trying to say is it's scary because you know that he's getting them riled up, they're aggressive, and you're about to be on there, and they're going to attack you. That's what she meant. Of course, BX uses this moment. You're saying that you were afraid? See, this is what I'm talking about. Everybody acts like they're afraid of me, and I'm just being calm. I'm just laughing. I'm just joking. And he tells her, well, you know this is a comedy channel. You said you've been subscribed to my channel. You know this is a comedy channel. And she's like, yeah, I am a subscriber. And he's like, everything's a joke. It was all a joke. I was joking. But when you're having someone come onto your channel to talk, it's not one of your videos, bruh. It's not a fun, lighthearted live stream. You were calling people out. This was a serious thing, supposedly. So you shouldn't have been acting that way, period. And how she felt about it and how she took it and interpreted that is her feelings. She has a right to that. But he tells her it was all a joke. And if you're a subscriber of my channel, you would know this is comedy. And I don't know how many times I'll end up saying this, but dear BX, dear big ass, badass BX, you're not a fucking comedian. There's nothing funny about you. One day you'll realize it. One day. Anyway, he turns it all around. He makes sure to make the comment, I'm not a monster. Because, you know, big ass, badass victim BX always being called a monster by his damn self. Literally, no one else calls him that. He calls himself that. They're trying to make me into a monster. They're trying to bury me. Everyone comes for me. I'm such a logical thinker. They just can't take me telling the truth. They make me out to be a monster. Big bad scary BX / big bad always the victim BX. I'm so fucking over it. Have you ever looked up somebody, their content, and then realized they ain't shit? That's how I feel right now. It's like, oh, BX, he's a cool guy. He takes up for people. He's cool as shit. Oh, he ain't shit, is he? Yeah. No, he ain't shit. When someone who's big and bad and takes up for people spends all the time talking about how everyone's after him and that he's such a good person and people are trying to make him look like a monster, you're playing the victim and you ain't shit. Just saying. He says that he feels that when he calms back down, he first of all, he ignores the fact that she was also trying to say, before she even came on, he was already calling people dumbasses and stupid. So what was she supposed to think? What was she setting herself up for? Now, keep in mind, she is a subscriber of BX, a supporter of BX. And she's coming on, and he is talking shit, okay? Don't forget that. It's very important. He says that she misrepresented the situation by saying it was scary. Of course, he made a big deal out of that. He begins to ask her questions while he talks over her, talks to the chat, completely interrupting her, talking to the chat. Y'all see this? This is what I'm telling you guys. See this shit? See what's happening right now? See what she's saying? And he twists everything she says. She was trying her best. This is a sweet ass woman. I know I say this about a lot of people because I say it all the time about Caroline and Charlotte, but I love True Ball of Wax. I have always watched her videos from the time she started. I love her. I think she's, again, one of those genuine, kind-hearted, sweet people. I can't help it. I love people like that. I love genuine fucking people. So she tried her hardest to explain to him, I am your subscriber. I came here because I thought maybe I could help you. Because he was saying he wanted, information about that stream, and she was on the panel, and she thought maybe I can talk to you. Maybe I can answer some questions. Maybe I can help you out, maybe. And instead she gets completely treated like trash and picked on and shit talked to. And of course, if you listen to BX, none of that happened. He was just joking and having fun and being so kind. He was so kind. And anything else he said, that was just a joke because he's a comedian. Not an asshole, a comedian. He literally starts cutting everyone off. Calls her a liar while cutting her off. These are just the notes. I mean, it was the same thing over and over again. In case you haven't caught the pattern, the entire live stream was a mixture of him talking shit to her, cutting her off, accusing her of cutting him off when he cut her off the entire fucking time. Like, every time she talked. At one point, or some points, he even mutes her. Like, I'm not even joking. And meanwhile, he's having people thrown out of the chat the whole time. Throw this person out of the chat. Get them the fuck out of here. They know the rules. They're not going to talk shit. You're not going to tell me what to do. You're telling me to calm down? Kick them out. Telling me to back off of her? Kick them out. Anyone who was telling him he needed to calm down, stop treating her like that, kick them out of the chat. The whole time. Again, I will link it. You can watch it yourself. And you can tell me how you feel about it. If I'm wrong, please tell me. Tell me. But I'm not wrong. It's there. You can hear it, see it for yourself. It happened. Hold tight. If I drown in me being on camera, that's going to be real embarrassing. Let's try this again. So. Oh yeah, okay. So at one point, BX decides he's trying to share his perspective. Now let me explain something. As he's sharing his perspective, all he is doing is twisting her words. And when someone is right there twisting your words, you're going to say something. You're going to be like, but that's not what the fuck I said. No. So he's sharing his perspective, which is twisting her words and twisting everybody's narratives and putting it in his own little BX way. So, I'm still dying, I'm sorry. So she's trying to speak to him, and he goes the hell off. Goes the fuck off. You're cutting me off. I'm just trying to, every time, you want me to listen to you? But every time I try to share my perspective, that's all I'm trying to do is I'm trying to share my perspective and you just cut me off. Everybody in the chat, they just want me to shut up and they want me to listen to them, but they don't want me to talk. Then he mutes her for the first time and he goes on to talk his bullshit. Then he lets her speak. He's like, I'm just going to mute myself and I'm going to let you tell your story because that's what you want. You just want to speak. And as she's trying to explain herself, he cuts her off every single fucking time. Then he finally gives her enough time to say what she was actually trying to say the entire damn time. And then he comes back and he's like, well, what else do you got to say? And she's like, well, ask me some questions. I came here for you to ask me questions. And he's like, so all y'all wanted me to listen to her and she ain't even got shit to say. And she's like, well, I finally said the one thing that I was trying to say. Now I'm here for you to ask me questions because that's what I came here for. Just saying. And what she was trying to tell him was, hey, I am a subscriber of yours. I've been subscribed. I came here to support you. But he kept cutting her off and he kept saying, you're not going to sadfish here. Cut that bullshit out. stop the sad fishing. It's all bullshit. She was just trying to say she is a subscriber. She supported you. And at one point, and I don't even know when, because it gets said a couple times, he's like, when did you ever view my channel? When's the last time you commented? That gets brought up. Like I said, it gets brought up a couple times. The part where he asks about the last comment is actually towards the end. And she tries to explain to him, I don't use this account. I don't come to your channel and subscribe as True Ball of Wax. I have a personal account, which I can't say the name of because then everyone would know that's my personal account. I do the same thing. I have my account, my personal, with my first and last name. That's what I use. I pay for premium. I use that for all my subscriptions. And when I decided to start a YouTube channel, I created a whole different account. Most people do that. It's not to be sneaky. It's not to whatever. It's just how things work. But of course, not in BX's eyes. That's not possible. She's just full of shit, and she don't support her. Anyway, he laughs at her because, of course, she asked him to ask her questions, and he found that funny. He'll calm down enough just to kind of, reel it back in so people will listen to what he's saying, and also, I think, to see if she'll lean towards his side, because she was calming down and she was trying. She was fucking trying. The woman has, nerves of steel. I would have lost that shit a long time ago. She was trying to support him, for real. She really, really was. She wanted to get him to calm down and listen long enough so that she could actually be supportive. And this one's for you, True Ball of Wax. You're a damn good woman. You're way more woman than I'll ever be. I mean, this is just so frustrating. So, as soon as he does the whole calming down thing, he's like, it's always the big bad black man, and that's not at all what it was. And I'm not saying that's not a typical stereotype and that doesn't get placed on people, but that's not what this was. Let's just be clear. That's not what the fuck this was. Then he says, y'all are too sensitive. Everybody, we're all thinking with our emotions and we're just too sensitive. That's what it is. BX knows it all, don't you know? So then he's like, all right. They agree. They're going to try this again. They're going to have him ask her questions and move forward, okay? However, they don't get any further than this question, so let's try this, okay? I was about to smoke on camera. Bad Nicole. That's how frustrated I am. I forgot that I was filming and that I don't smoke on camera. I apologize. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Okay? Y'all didn't see that. Nobody. That didn't happen. Alright. So he asked her the question because she had pointed out that his chat was being rude and mean. Okay? So he's playing the other stream. And he points out a text bubble that is under her panel. Okay? And it was saying, he is so disgusted. Well, at first, True Ball of Wax can't even see it. And I'm not being mean, I'm not being a smartass, but, keeps on and on and on about it. And then he asked her, how is this any different? You're saying my chat's mean, but why didn't you say anything then? And she tries to explain her truth that she did not know at the time that was about him. They were, and it's played on his stream. In that stream that this text bubble was in, they were talking about Charlotte. And then, yes, BX got brought up. But for True Ball of Wax, she didn't know any better. Okay? Plain and simple, she didn't know. And she tries to tell him if that was about you, that's wrong. But he won't have none of that. You're moving the goalpost. You're double standards. It's why are you talking, police in my chat, but you didn't say anything to them when this came up. And again, the truth is, she didn't know it was about him. What the fuck else can she say? absolutely nothing. So he does, this is all kind of in the same part. Why my scalp is so dry, not fun. He was talking about T-Spiracy saying that, okay, yeah, sorry. I'm trying to read the notes and remember so much shit happened. T-Spiracy had a moment where she's like, I see you guys in the chat talking about BX, basically. And she's like, I've even had people come to me and say, you know, I support you, I'm unsubbing from BX. She's like, I appreciate that, but I don't need you to do that, basically. She literally says, I don't draw lines in the sand. You can support whoever you want to. He cuts it off before she says that. Stops at the, I appreciate that. And he's like, she appreciates people leaving my channel, unsubscribing and supporting her. And then he asked True Ball of Wax, how do you feel about that? What's your opinion on that? How do you feel about it? And she's like, well, let her finish. And he does. And then he's like, but how do you feel about that? She appreciates it. And she's like, trying to say, well, she wasn't saying she wanted people to do that. She was saying she didn't want people to do that. But of course, BX twists that as well. And he starts pushing her to say how she feels. Then he talks shit to her, to True Ball of Wax, for not saying something to T-Spiracy right then. To not ask, oh, I'm sorry, that's a different part. Right after, it's so much. Right after T-Spiracy says, you know, people were saying this and she doesn't want that, she says BX had kicked out a paying member and subscriber because that person was friends with T-Spiracy. She's like, for being my friend, he got rid of her. And True Ball of Wax says that to him. And he's like, well, why didn't you say something to her? Why didn't you ask her for evidence? And because True Ball of Wax is like, well, I wasn't paying attention and I wasn't talking to them right then. And he's like, but did you hear it? Did you hear it? Why didn't you say something? I mean, he was relentless. And I know that his response is going to be, everybody's making me look bad. Bruh, if you act that way, and that's how I perceive it, that is what it is. And this ain't no white, black bullshit. This is you being a dick. That's what it is. It's not no man and woman bullshit. I'm not saying you were just attacking a woman. I'm not saying you're the angry black man. You were being an asshole. Period. There is no excuse. So don't go sad fish on your channel. Play this clip and act like I'm just talking straight shit about you and that it's all not true. You were relentless with that woman. I mean, she was trying. Keeps pushing her. She keeps getting more upset. Then he starts to threaten her with jokes. Gonna make fun of her. Because he was saying something, again, twisting the truth, as he does. And she was getting fed up. She was getting frustrated. So she made some breathing noises. He calls them, fuck if I remember, he calls them something, scoffs. Yeah, he calls them scoffs. But she was like, you know, like, I've had enough of this shit, you know. She's been trying this whole time to stay calm and say, I am here to support you. And then he just goes the fuck off. And he's like, well, if you're going to scoff at me, I'll make jokes on you. Don't cry when I make jokes on you. He continuously is a smartass. She tells him she's frustrated, and he keeps pushing her. He's saying that she's avoiding questions and incapable of civil conversation while constantly cutting her off and twisting her words. I even wrote a note, like, she came to help him because she was a sub. In big letters, because that was the point of this. Don't forget that. He accuses her of coming there on purpose to make him look bad. Whether she's doing it for T-Spiracy and them or she did it herself. She just came here to make me look bad, y'all. Like, anybody's got the fucking time, bro. You're not that important. Like, really. He mocks her. Talks shit because she doesn't comment. I mentioned that, the subscriber thing where she explains, like, I don't use my real name. He calls her entitled, and then he just straight up says, you're a fucking liar. Well, he says, you're a liar. This entire stream, the entire thing, all of it, was just a setup. It was, I'm going to pretend to be calm. I'm going to twist this woman's words. When she gets upset that I'm twisting her words, I'm going to talk straight shit to her and push every button possible while telling my subs, see how they hate me? See what they do? Look, I didn't have to cover all this. I didn't have to tell you what happened. I'm linking it. Please. I always ask you to watch things I link, and I'm begging you now. Go watch this or listen to it. It's nothing to watch. You just listen. It's long. But listen to it. Tell me if you hear it and you see it the same way I do. And if you don't, come back and tell me why. I'm not a dick. I'm not going to argue with you in my comment section. I'm open to hearing what you have to say. And I'm not saying BX was completely in the wrong the whole time. T-Spiracy did mention his name to begin with, and he did go to her stream, and that's how all this kicked off. Sure. But what he did to True Ball of Wax was fucking disgusting. I think he does this, and he does this shit on purpose. He baits people. He talks shit to them. He tells his audience, "Hey, look, this is proof that they're after me." And then he goes and cries and sadfishes while telling people, "Don't think with your emotions. Don't sadfish. That's not acceptable." But he's always the victim. And for someone who preaches logical thinking, I'm asking you guys, you're capable. You guys are fucking smart. I know you are. So go and do your own logical thinking. Tell me what you hear, what you see. Because I know what it is. You know? It's just disgusting. It's some messed up shit. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of him getting away with it. I'm tired of people being afraid to stand up to him because he does have people who will come at him. And he is good at what he does. He's good at manipulating. He's good at twisting people's words. He's good at playing the victim. But it's not going to work with me. It's not going to work here on this channel. So I'm here to call him out. And not really sure what my next video will be about, but there will be more BX in the future. I'm pretty sure. He's not going to stop. Anyway, I love you guys. And a special I love you to True Ball of Wax. Girl, like I said, you are way more woman than I will ever be. I've got mad respect for you. Don't let those assholes talk shit to you and laugh at you and make fun of you. Like, fuck them. Sorry to talk that way in front of you. But you know what I mean. I love you so much. I love you guys so much. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.